Let's talk about saving for retirement. Exciting, right? Uh, Not really, but you know what's less exciting is being old and broke, which can happen if you don't start saving soon. Now, you're in college, pretty good chance that you're not even working yet, probably not even thinking about retirement, which is fine. But when you're into the workforce, it's something that you should start thinking about right away. Because hopefully we all will retire soon, but it's up to us to depend on how we spend those years. Is it going to be traveling, living comfortably, or do you want to die broke? It's a pressing thought, but it does happen. As a matter of fact, 75% of Americans aren't saving enough for retirement, according to a Washington Post article that was published last month. Yet, according to my survey, 80% of you think that saving for retirement is very, very important. Now, some of us are saving because we get a retirement plan through our work. 401k is the most common. If you have one, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, there are some drawbacks. For one, you are playing the stock market, which can be very volatile. Another thing is fees, money management fees, they're called. Now, 1, 2, 3% doesn't sound like a lot, but over the course of saving for 20, 30, 40 years, it really, really adds up. So it's something to keep an eye on. Another thing is taxes, something we all love. If you look at your retirement account, it may seem very, very large, yet that's before Uncle Sam gets his cut. That's pre-tax money. So when you actually get it, it's a lot less. Pension is another savings plan offered through work, which in theory sounds good. You put money into an account every month, you're guaranteed a payout every month after you retire until you die. That's if that fund doesn't run out of money. And if you want to talk to someone who's that's happened to, look no further. For 10 years, I worked for a company, and I found out the other day it's insolvent, which was just great news. So for 10 years, I invested money in an account, and I'll get nothing back. Savings account is another thing that sounds good, but those of us that have them know that they're virtually useless right now. You're getting zero return on your investment. Now, the government addressed this issue of old people not having money, essentially. In 1935, this is where Social Security came from, which is great in theory. It forces people to save money, something that clearly most of us aren't good at. Yet, according to the Social Security Administration, that account is only funded fully through 2034. So in 15 years, that's going to start running out of money. And according to my survey, 0% of you think that Social Security will be fully funded by the time you retire. So essentially what I'm saying is that you can't count on someone else for your money. You have to do it yourself. It's really up to you. And according to my survey, a lot of people think that around the age of 30 is when you start saving money, which is fine. That gives you plenty of time. Yet, according to the Social Security Administration, for every 5 years you wait, that's a 10% reduction in retirement savings. For every 5 years you wait, you're cutting 10% out of what you could be making. So saving early, even if it's not a lot, is really essential. It's something you should really think about doing. Now, why don't people save? Because, it's not a lot of fun, basically. A lot of things get in the way: houses, kids, medical bills, whatever. It's very easy to not save money. Yet, a way that is fun and easy to save money, something that's come along recently, are retirement apps. Now, I was going to show you some of the apps that I have now, but I realized that my account and some other personal information are on there. Not that I don't trust you, but But I will provide a link to these apps below this video. Now, the one that I have, I really, really like, is called Acorns. It's a very unique concept. Essentially, when you make a purchase, it will round up that purchase to the nearest whole dollar and invest it for you. So you put a credit card, debit card, attach it to the app, and then if you go spend, let's say, $10.50 at the store, it will round up that 50 cents and invest it for you. So it's a fun and easy way to save money, even though you're not doing it. And it's aimed at college students. The fees are very low. The lowest package is $1 a month. And as a matter of fact, if you register with an EDU email account, 4 years you'll get for free. And you can set the parameters. You can set maybe only 10 cents of a remainder will go to the investment, or maybe 1 out of every 4 purchases will go. So you can play around with it. It's nice. It will actually, over the course of years, it will save a ton of money, and it's without you even knowing. So it's great. Another thing is Stash, similar to Acorns in that you're investing very, very small increments. It's a little different in that you can then move those investments around to where you want. So it's another great thing for young people who are just getting into the investment game that don't know a lot about it, because you are not investing a huge chunk of money. There's very little liability there, and you can control where it goes. Yeah, it's a great way to get introduced to the stock market and investing in general. Another one is Mint, which is a little different than the other two, but it's kind of fun. It's you set parameters to the things that you want to spend, groceries, entertainment, and as you get closer to that number, you'll get a notification saying that. If you come in under that number, you have the choice to invest. And again, it's kind of a fun and easy way to save money, and you should start doing, even though it's not a lot now, it will add up over time. So download some of these apps, start saving money now. You can't afford not to.